did show that if the strategy is if the clear direction is it gives a certain stability for engagement in the country. What brings the DCFTA to Ukraine in medium and short term? I did see recently a study made by German advisory group, a quite respected organization that advises the German government, that the implementation of DCFTA will probably give an increase in Ukrainian GDP by 6%. And it will even increase the consumption in Ukraine by 12%. And this is something what I wish also to focus on. In different studies, in different analyses, people focus very much on trade flows, on external factors. We neglect the internal factor. The Ukrainian market is underdeveloped. This could be also one of stabilizing elements for the Ukrainian economy, to develop the Ukrainian market. Today we have GDP per capita in Ukraine on a level of only $3,900. This is 8 times lower than the European Union. And the internal market, with all the needs, and you know better than me what are the needs of the Ukrainian market, it can be a trigger for the Ukrainian economy. The DCFTA, if implemented, with regard to the European Union, will bring 95% of import tariff lines to zero. And for the rest, the tariffs are going to be reduced. And I focus the import tariff line from Ukraine to the European Union. We estimate that for the time being, Ukrainian exporters, they pay additionally 750 million euros in tariffs by willing to export to the European market. This money may be then used for modernization and for creating new jobs in Ukraine. This is money that will be easily saved if tariffs are down. And this association agreement is an asymmetrical one. It obliges European Union to lower its tariffs quicker than the Ukrainian ones. For certain sectors of Ukrainian production, there are quite long transitory periods. For car industry, 10 years of protecting measures for the Ukrainian internal markets. Because the European Union knows also that the need to cope with the challenge of such a robust market, the European one, you need to adapt. And for the adaptation, you need time. And the time is needed to invest, to modernize, and to adapt to the structures. So this asymmetrical aspect is also something that I wanted to underline in my presentation. Another costs, they are now on the side of Ukrainian exporters to the European Union, is the need to get certification for Ukrainian products on the European markets. We are now preparing and working on a program how to help the Ukrainian laboratories, the Ukrainian agencies, to give the certification in Ukraine. And there will also be a reduction of costs for the exportation of the goods. There are also about 14% of all the export value to the European Union that goes for the certification. If we dedicate a part of this money to create a modern system of certification in Ukraine, which requires to the European norms, it will give a long-term insurance how to work and how to use the possibility. It will also be something that may be economized on the side of Ukrainian producers. And this is not only in order to get with Ukrainian products to the European market. European market, which today amounts for 23% of the global GDP, is a market which opens doors to all other markets. European Union has now free trade area with Korea. It's in the final stage of negotiations with Japan and Singapore. Started negotiations on a free trade zone with the United States. If it happens, so the European market opens the way to a free trade area which corresponds with 50% or more of the world market. And then the question is whether the Ukraine wishes to be a player of this market or to stay in a situation that does not help modernizing, does not help adjusting to the modern technologies, to the newest trends in the world policy. Today, markets are global, products are global. If a product is not competitive on a global market, then it may probably be successful for a certain period of time in a certain territory. But with time passing, it will always be a negative factor for the long-term competitiveness of this product and of these producers in the world. Therefore, I wish just to conclude my intervention to look at this association agreement not with the eyes of Euro enthusiast or Europhobe. Let us be Ukrainian realist and Euro realist and go with all the knowledge that may be given as an asset from the European Union to Ukraine in a way how to make this association agreement a success story for both, for Ukraine and for the European Union. Thank you very much.
Ще дякую, пане посол. Мені ще раз сказали, що трапилась технічна помилка.